Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It might be the afternoon. You might be witnessing the fact that we're doing this pre to it. But the theory is that we're organising the races as they used to be. And that used to be that they used to have a practice on the Monday. Then on the Tuesday night, after practice, they would have a couple of races. Going back a bit, and then of course on the Wednesday would be races right through the evening from about 6:30 onwards, where they had the 250, 350, 500 and anything else that could be fitted in on the Wednesday night. And of course Thursday was the big day down here at the Southern, down at Corlett, when it was the Southern 100 Championship with other races as well. But this was the idea that we did. We did a couple of races for the pre-TT Classic. It appeared to go down quite well. Some people thought it was a load of wasn't very good. But at the same time, on this occasion, we're actually kind of giving you the opportunity to make a bit of money. And when we do them normally, well, we have retired, but we've been dragged out of retirement for this, you'll be able to bet on the numbers. And a terrific system has been set up by the Southern Club. And certainly that has been the case, that people have been putting money forward and betting on each individual race. No doubt probably some of the riders who are competing here today and the evening will be putting a pound on themselves to win. But as we mentioned the last time, it's all the luck of the balls that come out. And again, we're fortunate to have the club president and his faithful sidekick there putting that portion of it together. And certainly it'll be a case of the lineup for the Ellan, Vannin Fuels and the Corlett trophies. Remember Teddy Corlett with affection there with the Senior Solo Founders race and the Ellan, Vannin Fuels Senior race. A good lineup. Certainly the fastest man, I think, round the Southern is Dean Harrison. If it's not, it's Michael Dunlop, who was riding at number 2. So it's Dean Harrison 1, Michael Dunlop 2, and then Ryan Neen comes in at the reckoning at number 3. At number 3, at number 4, we have Mark Parrott. He's riding there, pictured at Ballabeg. I don't know whether the Marshal has come out of retirement again, but certainly he did for the pre-TT Classic. But then in number 5, Rob Hodson, who I think won one of the races in the post-TT Classic last year. And then Michael Sweeney, pictured there at a rare old angle of lean, going through to Church Bends. So it's a lineup for race number 1, the Ellan, Vannin Fuels and the Corlett Trophy Senior Solo Founders. Number 1, Dean Harrison. Number 2, Michael Dunlop. Number 3, Ryan Neen. Number 4, Mark Parrott. Number 5, Rob Hodson. And number 6, Michael Sweeney. And when the betting came out, well, it was pretty obvious, I would think, that you would be going for Michael Dunlop. There'll be no danger of him high-siding coming out of Castletown Corner in this. We don't have any incidents or accidents when we're doing it in this system, but he appears to be the favourite and a clear favourite as well from Dean Harrison. Wouldn't expect anything else there really. Ryan Neen comes into a 3rd place reckoning, and then on 4th place we've got Mark Parrott, 5th Rob Hodson, and the outsider in this particular one, and you'll be delighted to hear what you're going to win. We'll not tell you before it starts, but certainly if Michael Sweeney at number 6 wins this race, well, then you will be well rewarded for your investment of £1. But without further ado, as they say, let's get race number 1. We're going to do it in 2 race systems. So we'll get race number 1 underway, and it's we're getting filmed, and that's part and parcel of it as well. We will be releasing the film after it's been edited and taken me out of it and put everything back together again on the Tuesday night of what would have been Southern 100 week. So imagine all that you go with it. It's been practice. All the boys will be down there getting assembled. Chris Kinley, who's joining us, and we might be persuaded to do a race number 2 or 3. We'd have to wait and see. Certainly he'll be there for the interviews after. We'll be now excited. He'll be down there in the little holding area waiting for the boys to go. Manx Radio, Tim Glover would be sticking his head out through the window there and getting the information, and then possibly there'll be some other lunatic at Cross Four Ways who'll be talking them through. So they're on the circuit, or on the course as they say, and heading down towards us now. Mr. Tobman, let's get race number 1, the Ellan, Vannin Fuels Senior Race and the Corlett's trophies, as we have a slight incident with the board at the background here that comes towards us. Let's get that underway. It's not a problem because we just replaced Michael Sweeney. He's the outsider anyway, and he's crashed before he even started. So whose number are going to pick it out to get from the S100 start to Ballachagan? And let's not forget this time to put a few noises in the background, hopefully. That should be us there. Right, we're underway here down at Ellan, so the first number out is...
Number 4.
It's number 4, so it is Mark Parrott, long-time campaigner down here at the Southern, who is the first man away.
Followed by number 3.
Number 3 is right behind him, Ryan Neen, so not a couple of the fancied men who have made the charge from the bypass and take the sweeping right-hander at Ballachagan, heading towards the Iron Gate.
Number 6.
Joint race leaders now there. Michael Sweeney is underway as well, and 3 are on the course and 3 are on the line. It's Ryan Neen, Mark Parrott and Michael Sweeney, 3-way tie for the lead at Ballachagan.
Number 5.
And it's number 5, it's Rob Hodson who goes up to join them as he did in that post-TT. So now it's a 4-way tie for the lead as they head out of Ballachagan towards Iron Gate and Ballinorris.
Number 3.
It's number 3 making the break and getting first into Joey's Gate, or the exit from Ballinorris and through Joey's Gate, not through the gate itself, but the race leader is number 3, Ryan Neen.
And again, number 3.
Number 3, it's Ryan Neen who makes the break, not from Joey's Gate, but is the first into the tight right-hander there at Ballabeg. The race leader, Ryan Neen, Mark Parrott and Rob Hodson and Michael Sweeney are in pursuit still to start.
Number 1.
The favourites, but then one of the favourites is getting underway, and that's Dean Harrison, who's got a bit of time to make up. But it's Ryan Neen by 2 moves here at race number 1.
Number 1.
It's number 1. Dean Harrison makes not only 1 but 2 marks forward, and certainly now he's at Joey's Gate. The race leader Ryan Neen is at Ballabeg. We have Mark Parrott, Rob Hodson and Michael Sweeney at Ballachagan, and still to start the favourite Michael Dunlop.
Number 4.
Number 4 then makes a move forward, so he goes up to join Dean Harrison. There's 2-way tie for second at Joey's Gate, but it's still Ryan Neen, number 3, who leads the Ellan, Vannin Fuels Senior Race and the Corlett Trophy Senior Solo Founders.
Number 4.
Number 4 it is. It's now Mark Parrott and Ryan Neen who go round the right-hander with the airport sign and head out on the back part of the circuit down through the sweeping Balla Whetstone and on towards Williams.
Black ball.
Black ball. Now this is the system that we've talked about before. Who's going to go backwards? Will it be even Michael Dunlop, number 2, the race favourite, who gets the black ball?
Number 6.
It's number 6. Unfortunately, it's Michael Sweeney who goes backwards, so he goes back onto the bypass to join his fellow Irishman Michael Dunlop. The race still being led by number 3 Ryan Neen and number 4 Mark Parrott.
Number 3.
Number 3, and making the break on the run there into cross 4 ways. The man indicates that the first man through is number 3, the race leader Ryan Neen at cross 4 ways. Mark
Number
Parrott.
4.
Number 4 is right behind him though. It's a right old battle that's going on there as they exit the tight right-hander there at cross 4 ways and head towards Church Bends. Mark Parrott, Ryan Neen, joint race leaders.
Number 6.
Number 6 gets back off the line after that black ball. Michael Sweeney now with Rob Hodson, and this is how it works out. Number 2 absolutely cakewalked the last one we did down here, and poor old Michael Dunlop is still on the line. It's number 2, but he's now on the course. Can he make up that lost time and make any inroads into the lead that is being held at the moment by number 3 Ryan Neen and 4 Mark Parrott?
Number 4.
Number 4 breaking the break on the run from Church Bends through the right left-hander sweep and then off through the fastest part of this course down through Great Meadow. The race leader now, number 4 Mark Parrott.
Number 5.
Number 5 makes a move. Rob Hodson gets a little bit of movement there and goes with Dean Harrison, but they're in 3rd place at the moment because Ryan Neen is the nearest pursuer to the race leader Mark Parrott.
Number 3.
3 it is, but there's a joint lead now of Ryan Neen, number 3, and Mark Parrott as they exit Church Bends. Who's got the faster machine? They're both pictured, well, one certainly Ryan Neen is pictured at Church Bends. He's on his way through Gate Meadow, but he's got to get past Mark Parrott first.
Number 1.
It's number 1, so Dean Harrison just makes it now just 2 moves behind. He's now into a clear 2nd place, but it's a joint 1st place between 3 Ryan Neen and 4 Mark Parrott.
Number 1.
Number 1, but Dean Harrison is up there now amongst them, just 1 move behind. He gets indicated that he's round cross four ways, heading for Church Bends, and exiting Church Bends are Ryan Neen, 3, and Mark Parrott, 4, joint race leaders.
Number 6.
Number 6, not much joy for Michael Dunlop either. He certainly only had that one move. Number 2, not a popular ball down here tonight, down here at Colas Ballown.
Black ball.
Black ball. Now this could be interesting. Will it be Dean Harrison, Ryan Neen, or Mark Parrott who could dent their hopes of a race win here in the Ellan Vannin Fuels Senior? Poor old Michael Sweeney's had 2 black balls and he's gone backwards on 2 occasions. But then again, he wasn't favoured for this race, but then certainly wasn't Ryan Neen or Mark Parrott who were the joint race leaders.
Number 3.
Number 3 it is, and making the break and heading towards the bridge at Castletown, and Tim Glover will be saying they're on the bridge. It's the first man interview. On the bridge is number 3, Ryan Neen, the race leader.
Number 2.
Number 2 it is. It's Michael Dunlop who makes a move forward, but you would think in this system that it's far too late now for him to make an impact on this race. But I've seen it happen. Don't despair.
Number 5.
Number 5, and Rob Hudson comes out as well and makes a move forward. So it's Rob Hudson, but it's Ryan Neen with 1 move to go to win race number 1.
Number 6.
Number 6, and Michael Sweeney, he would have been right up there amongst it only for those 2 black balls. He was the only one who's had them. He's now level with Michael Dunlop, Hudson, then Dean Harrison, Parrott, but it's Ryan Neen with
Number
1 to
2.
go. But then Michael Dunlop, just don't despair. We've seen it happen. Dean Harrison is right there amongst them as well, and Mark Parrott, but it's Ryan Neen with 1 to go.
Number 3.
Number 3 it is, and down the bypass comes Ryan Neen. A very, very popular victory, I'm sure this will be. The winner of the Ellan Vannin Fuels and the Corlett Trophy Senior Solar Founders down here at Colas Ballown as number 3, Ryan Neen. So that's how it works. Well, it was quite an entertaining one. It's always better when somebody just doesn't cakewalk it, but you can see how it works out. So on the podium is number 3, the winner, Ryan Neen of the Ellan Vannin Fuels Senior Race and the Corlett Trophy Senior Solo Founders. Ryan Neen, who beat into 2nd place Mark Parrott. It was close for a while. They couldn't be separated on the run through Great Meadow, but it was Neen who came through to win. And taking onto the podium there is number 1, Dean Harrison. In 4th place were Rob Hodson and Michael Dunlop. And unfortunately, number 6, Michael Sweeney, had those 2 black balls, and he does justify his selection as being the outside favourite for this. Well, not what the outside favourite, but an outsider. Michael Sweeney finishes up in 6th. So that's the outcome of race number 1, but the important news will be that if you're spectating and you've had a little bet, well then certainly we'll be able to inform you what you've actually won for your £1. And we check the board and we say, well, who was it? It was Ryan Neen. So Ryan Neen was favoured, but not terribly favoured. £2.98 for every £1 that you put on Ryan Neen. The winner, number 3, Ryan Neen, will pay you back £2.98. And it's a very, very simple system, a fabulous setup, whoever did it for the Southern Club. Certainly you could just put the buttons in and it came off your PayPal account and you're credited to the £1, and then you get back now £2.98 for every £1 that you put on Ryan Neen, the winner of the Ellan Vannin Fuels Senior Race Corlett Trophy Senior Solo Founders. So race number 1 well underway, and as they say on the TT Mountain course, we hand you back now to the bypass and we'll get ready for race number 2.